one of the main things that I really like are the lessons that I have found with Lincoln Douglas debate. I'm able to use the LD lessons with the students that are not in my class because we have practice once a week. So if I don't have students in my class, I am able to give them the link and they can go over the lessons. And then when we meet once a week, they can come to me with questions about the stuff that they went over with the lessons through PCA.
I think the biggest thing for me is the way that they're formatted. There's a ton of information, and the format suits UIL, and my kids enjoy it, and they've really quality information in all the briefs.
First of all, the evidence is longer and lets each student customize it to their own arguments, and the arguments aren't the same that you find for every single person and every single set of briefs. I find that the research is fresh and interesting, and then you get updates, which is always vitally important.
I think as a new coach, it is incredibly helpful because there are a lot of things that you don't know. And so it's like having an assistant coach, especially when it's just you and there's no one else on campus to ask questions to, because nobody else knows what you do. It's perfect because that's your assistant coach and you can go to that and you can learn and your students can learn.
It definitely helps where if I teach an English class, it's hard for me to also compile a lot of different news stories, so it's right there for you right when you need it. So the UIL kids show up for their class and I'm like, all right, everyone get ready, get your Jenny open. I've got topics right here. I'm going to call them out one by one. We're going to practice today. So it's just right there at the fingertips.
As a UIL academic coordinator, one of my greatest challenges is having information and not necessarily having coaches and being able to tie those two things together. So PCA is awesome because I'm able to let kids have direct access to be able to go through courses from top coaches themselves.
I think as an academic coordinator, it's incredibly helpful too. I also coach ready writing, and to be honest, I don't know anything about ready writing. And it has been really helpful to be able to have kids that are interested in ready writing, and I can get the prompts through PCA, and then I can have students write the essays and then send it through the virtual meets, and then have somebody give my students feedback so that they are ready when it comes to district and they actually know what they're doing, because I can't really help with that.
And not only does it give us information about the events, it gives us information about this year's topics.
Oh, I've never had to wait to get an answer when I've sent in an email or sent in a text message. I get an answer right away, and every problem I've ever had is usually my fault, but is very, very easily resolved, and I never feel dumb asking any questions. I feel that any question I have is very accepted, and that people at PCA are very open to answering and being supportive.